Welcome to a tutorial on how to navigate this Piclits.com website. Just want to introduce you to some of the ideas behind this website. First thing, I think we need to define what a Piclit is. Obviously, Piclit is short for Picture Literature Icon, where you're creating your own literary masterpiece upon a photograph that creates a unique iconographic image with words that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. But really, Piclits are matching beautiful images with carefully selected keywords, as you can see down here, which you can drag and drop onto the photograph. You can also write your own, or in drag and drop mode, but you could be in freestyle mode, where you could compose your own, and it will write it on this photograph. So the idea is to, place the right words in the right order to capture the essence, story, and meaning of the photo. Piclits can be all kinds of things, and there's going to be a post of all the different types of Piclits with lesson plans on how to write them. But they can be as simple as a caption, different types of sentences, a short narrative, a dialogue, a poem, a haiku, quotations, song lyrics, and much more. The only limit to what a Piclit could be is in your own imagination. So what is Piclits.com as a website? Well, it's an e-learning website that utilizes photography and word banks, obviously the key words, if we go back to those, to improve literacy skills via writing. It's a teaching tool, student learning platform that develops creative thinking, critical thinking, and writing skills. With an emphasis on visual learning, the users engage by doing, by generating their own content on a photograph that creates a unique photo sentence icon. This website's a vehicle for creativity, fun, and learning that lasts. It's also an interactive and social medium for people of all ages globally. So some basics. Obviously, you can see the carousel of images coming across here. You can click on any one and it will take you to them. There's a fun one for wintertime. Or here's a summertime reading on the beach. But you can also see that there's some links up here. This is your home page. Will take you back to this. You can explore the gallery. You can look at your Piclits if you're registered. Learn It will soon be called lesson plans. It will take you to a lot of different strands. We'll talk about that later. You can learn about the website and the website creator. And frequently asked questions here are helpful. But first things first, how do I register? Well, to register, I'm going to have to sign out. But you will see it. There's a sign in or sign up link, and you would just go there and you would put in your email address and a password and how you want to be referred to as your pen name. Okay, and you just sign up. Now, a lot of people ask, what if I'm a teacher and I'm teaching elementary school students who don't have emails, or other students who don't have email accounts, or just aren't comfortable putting their email account on there? There is a way for you to use Piclits without having having to sign in with your own email. You could just go to the home page. You could drag and drop your image. And then you could screenshot it. If you're not familiar with how to screenshot, you can Google it. It's really easy to do. It looks like this, and you drag across it, and it screenshots that, and you copy that, and you can put that into any Word document or any Google Doc or any place where you want to archive these Piclits. Now, you could also have your parent who has an email or your teacher who has an email sign in and access their account that way. So you'd be posting your Piclits on their account. This is kind of another way to do it. Now, going back to some of the basics here, if you want to get rid of that word, you just drop it back down and it goes away. The photo of the day changes. So if I click on home, this was the photo of the day. Okay, changes each day, Monday through Friday. Now, if you want to see more photos, because there are about 700 plus photos out there, you can click on this funny pug in the sand here, or you can go to 30 more photos. And this way you can scroll and find one that inspires you. If you're inspired by this lazy lion, and then you could grab on that. But if you want to see 30 more photos beyond the line, beyond that one, you can see it keeps changing. So you just go back and hit 30 more photos, and you can see they refresh. So you can go through all 700. Love this one with the bullfighter. Okay, other things you need to know, how to use Piclits. Obviously we've selected this one, and you can see that in drag and drop mode, it's organized around parts of speech: nouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs, and then the universal words like articles and prepositions and pronouns, and then you have your universal punctuation here. Okay? So you can just drag and drop. Matador, what would he do? Entices, and you go back to your bull. And so it's interesting. You can use the drop down and change the verb form to make sure the subject-verb agreement. And then if you want to capitalize, it has Matador entices bull, and you bring up your period. Okay, really simple. All right. Now, if I wanted to save that, I could save it as a draft, and then I can go access that as a draft and come back to it, or I can just flat up save it and post it. Okay, so if I've already signed in, and I'm going to click on save. Well, it's going to ask me, cue me to save, and so I sign in because I've already created an account, and it says your Piclet has been saved. So if I wanted to go access that Piclet, I go to My Piclits up here, and it would take me to that latest one. You can see all my other ones here. Okay. And it's really neat. So if I go in here, people could comment on it, you could comment on it, you could edit it, you could delete it. It's all manageable. You can rate it, and then obviously you can email it, blog it, or see others who have written on this one. Pretty neat. But if I wanted to, so I'm going home here, if I wanted to write a freestyle, which means I can compose my own language on this photograph, I can just type in here, bright blue sky makes flowers pop. Okay, and you're only, and you can use the space bar to move this over. So if you see I'm moving it over and then I let go, okay? But if I keep going and I write flowers bloom in the morning air, you can see that it has gone off the page. And so what you do is you look and you see, oh, it kind of goes off the photograph at in. So at in I hit return and it brings it over. Okay, does that make sense? And if I wanted to move flowers over, I could hit return. Sorry, if I hit right here, there it is. Okay, so you can manage it that way in Freestyle. Same thing, you could save it, blog it, email it. You could save it as a draft. It's a great really simple way to organize your Piclits. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Boom. And there it is. Okay. If I get stuck as I'm writing about these flowers in the blue sky, I could look over here and look at ideal. I look at love, trust. Okay, and I could find some inspiration from the drag and drop words, or I can go back to drag and drop and have a look at all the words that were there. Okay. All right, we covered register, we covered how to use drag and drop and how to use freestyle. Now if you want to see, if you've registered in and you want to explore the gallery a little bit, you can click on explore the gallery and see all of the ones that are out there. Okay. You can see there's one on pangolins, and there's a informational one, and I could comment on this and say, great informational Piclet. Okay, and I hit post comment. You can see somebody else has already commented on that as well. And I could rate it, which is a great way to interact with these Piclits. Now, some other things to go around. So if I want to go to my Piclits, you can see that I have all kinds of Piclits. And if I want to go to next page, I click on next page, you can see I have lots of Piclits out there. I can go on my highest rated, some people who've actually looked at it and rated it 12 days ago, and someone commented on it, so I could click on this. I actually haven't seen what this person has said. It's good. But there you go, and they liked it. So I can go back to all mine. You can see that. Okay, or I could do it by picture. All right, excellent. Some other things we should know. Covered how to save. This will be, as opposed to learn it, it's going to be lesson plans. Now if we click on it now, it's going to take you to these 3 links: write it, rhyme it, and master it. Master it actually takes you to a bunch of lesson plans related to how to write poetry on these photographs. And so you could write blank verse, formal verse, write with metaphor and simile, write with irony and imagery, write with words that have rich connotations. So really helpful lesson plans on how to create your own poem on a photograph. But these are going to be different. They're going to be lesson plans about types of Piclits. And we're going to list all the different types of Piclits. They're going to be level 1 lesson plans and level 2. Level 1 being more beginner, intermediate use, and level 2 being more advanced use for each lesson plan. So I'll say captions. It'll have level 1 captions and then level 2 captions. And then instead of having rhyme it, it's going to be parts of speech. And so how all the different levels of parts of speech. Great way to learn different parts of speech. Great way to generate Piclits. And then this one will be generating poetry. So and the other things to know, if you click on About, you'll find out about Terry Friedlander, who has created the website, and then frequently asked questions, answer a lot of the questions that I'm not getting at right now. But I think I've covered pretty good. It's a pretty good start on how to use this website. So just the last thing, as an educator, as a teacher, this is a great way to interact with your class is to put this up on your whiteboard or your Promethean board or smartboard if you have one, and you can have students come up and you can have them drag and drop or type in sentences, and you can have students come up and add more to it. Really fun, interactive way to get students generating their own content, learning different types of sentences, learning different types of writing, and doing so in a really fun, interactive way. So please get out there and have some fun with the site. If you need to contact us, you can click on this link, Contact Us. If you need to deactivate your account or change your password, or you want to report some abuse of the site, you can do so here and click on Send, and we will be prompt in our reply. And you can also ask some questions here if this video did not answer all of your questions, and we will get back to you as quickly as we possibly can. Enjoy using the site and have some fun.